It's me again. No, I wanted to drop in real quick, and I have a whole YouTube channel, and I started talking about it just like that. I have been watching it, and what I decided to do, because I have a lot of stuff going on. Some of the shows I just been watching and not saying anything about it, like The Shy or BMF. It was so unserious. But I have been watching and just like that, and I just wanted to comment on the last episode that just passed. So, y'all just gonna keep bringing Aiden back, right? Y'all just gonna keep bringing Aiden and his mentally well son and his busted out family to keep tormenting Carrie's life, even though she getting on my damn nerves too. So Aiden shows back up again, and he do that. There's a scene when she's in her original apartment where he starts skipping pebbles to get her attention to her window. How romantic, how Romeo and Juliet. But now she moved into this 30,000 room house. For you who told her that you wanted to take a break for 5 years and then get back together because your son ain't right in the head and you want to focus on that, you are out here skipping stones and hit this lady window that's from 1775, and she said got magical rainbows that come through the window. And you gonna break her window. She come out. She ain't even worried about the window. She just trying to get some meat. Cause you pop up every once in a while. She trying to get some of that meat. And you out here talking about windows. And then she ain't slick either. This man broke your window. He was trying to clean the glass off the ground. And you sit up there. You already been tormenting your neighbor downstairs with those 50,000 pairs of high heels that you keep traipsing around in on them hardwood floors, knowing he lived downstairs. You ain't slick, Carrie. You want him to come up there to give you intermediary peen when that man Aiden ain't around. You ain't slick. That's why you got the man feeding you mutton soup and wine, which sounds nasty as hell. Even though, I like venison? Would I like mutton? But mutton is sheep. I'm all over the place. Either way, Aiden trying to fix the window, and then they did a homage to the poster. You know, when Burger left that poster for her. I'm sorry, I can't. That's how he broke up with her. She go and see after he give her the meat. She good and sleep. She wake up in the morning. There's a post-it on her mirror telling my son, I'm going to Pennsylvania to go find windows. He go and explore Pennsylvania like Dora the Explorer. And Carrie and them going to breakfast at Tiffany's. What's her name? That Bitsy Von Mufflin or whatever. The lady that was in the Lavender Marriage in the original series or whatever. And I think the man who played Bobby Fine actually passed away. I think so. But anyways, Charlotte, her non-existent storyline actually is storylining right now. So Harry has the big C. And she's flipping out because he wants to downplay it and watch baseball while she have a meltdown and stuff because he don't want anybody to know he had a big C. If y'all kill... Oh, Lord, am I allowed to say that? If y'all take out Harry with the big C, just throw the show was already trash. It was already trash. Just throw the whole show away. So she having a fit. He told her not to tell nobody, so she's suffering by her lonesome. So that's her storyline or whatever. Then you have LTW, aka Lisa Nicole Parker, Lisa Todd Wesley. She about to cheat on her husband, but she around here doing editing with that man with the dangly earring, Cad Brooks. If y'all know, eggs from True Blood, baby. Superman from the game. Woo! But that horrible man from Fall from Grace. If you don't know, Ashtray Big. Him. She basically trying not to jump on him while they editing the movie, and he tell her that he's actually married. She's surprised. Her husband busts in. Why you ain't answering your phone? Your daddy done passed away. Hence, they bring in Jennifer Lewis to be her daddy's special friend and proceed to put on the most theatrical funeral that you ever seen. But the folks look good. Everybody look good as hell at this funeral. Jennifer Lewis was there being her She always eats a scene. That's what she does. So that's what Lisa Todd Wesley was doing. She was feeling some type of way because she didn't spend time with her dad, which is Billy D. Williams on the show. But it was weird because when they originally started the show, they said he passed away, but then he popped up in episode whatever it was of season 2. Now he passed away again, so they taking out daddies twice. Make it make sense. Then you have Seema, my famous, my lovely boo from Mississippi Masala. I might need to do a watch along with that movie if you've never seen it. Come along with me. She quit her job because they didn't make her partner, but now she's supposedly broke and wandering the city. Had to give up her car. Had to catch subway everywhere. All this other stuff. Like, where you ain't taking no money, girl. But it looked like she might actually smash Carrie's gardener. So there's hope. There's hope. So back to Carrie. So, oh, dang, I skipped Miranda. Miranda, she living her best lesbian life. The lady from the BBC actually is giving her the time of day. So she's going to have her meet Brady. But Miranda's lesbian boo has 2 dogs that look just like her in the face, who she basically treats like her children, which is, I mean, I know about people and fur babies, but that lady is weird. Like, she has an obsession with these dogs. And Miranda actually has to buy an apartment because she's pretty much homeless, and she's picking the apartment based on whether they allow the dogs when she just met this lady. But then the lady actually likes Brady when she introduces Brady, who, you know, he's usually horrible. He was acting like a human being in this episode. So everybody gelling, she and her lesbian happiness, and she actually get the apartment that allows dogs and spent over $150,000 more to get this apartment. If you had that much money, lady, why was you doing Airbnbs where you had SKs flashing you for no reason just because you asked them to turn the music down? The show is... Okay, now we're back to Carrie. So Carrie's like, hey, why you keep fighting for your life to try to fix this window? And he's like, my bad. The reason I'm acting like this is I went back and spun the block and smashed my baby mama. He ain't say it like that, but... And Carrie just took it. And she gave him some right after. I don't know if y'all... What was that? Beauty in the Black? No, Mea Culpa. Where freaking Trevante Rhodes just smashed this lady, turned right around and put his thing in Kelly Rhodes. I said, Jesus, y'all not even taking baths. Protect your pH at all costs. It's disgusting. Wrap it up. So she taking in stride. So he's like, oh, I betrayed you. Oh my God. And she's like, it's cool. He's like, huh? He's like, oh, because she said, I never said we was going to be faithful to each other for the 5 years. He said, huh? I thought that's what we agreed to. She said, Carrie ain't say that. Sir, this lady, we was confused too. We thought that's what she was saying too. That's why we was mad at her. But this the same lady that brought her man to your country house because he was sad over a breakup. This the same lady who had her man. She ain't let the wife get in the way of her having a man. Was smashing that man in his wife's house. And then when the wife chased her out the house, she fell and broke a tooth. And she actually took her to... This lady don't care about all that. She just thought you was going to come around and give her meat when you was going to get ready. And you thought she actually was going to wait but 5 years for a man that wouldn't even fill out a postcard? Y'all, it's lies. That's why I don't do long distance. I don't do none of that stuff. But either way, this show is unhinged. Oh, last but not least, the author that lives downstairs wants to swap chapters with Carrie, and I know he's gonna realize that Carrie can't write. Carrie can't write, right? But maybe she'll get some. Maybe she'll get some British fish and chips out of that. I don't know, but he fed her mutton and he given her his work to read, which is really personal to a writer. I'm a writer. So we'll see if that's a real love interest. And just like that is just a mess. And that's all y'all getting from me. It's been a mess. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.